Alicia here. I'm here with another how to draw tutorial. And this is a tutorial requested by Evil Overlady. Make sure you check out her channel, it's awesome. She does awesome tributes and AMV'S and stuff. But yeah, this is how to draw Kisara from season 5 manga called Millennium World and the anime Dawn of the Jewel. And you know, I won't say too much because I don't want to muck it up for anyone who hasn't seen it, but without further ado, let's get on with it. You know, you start off with your old-fashioned circle. You know, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle, remember, it just has to be enough for a guideline of the head. I mean, I've already drawn the head out really lightly because it's actually a lot easier to draw off camera, but I'll just walk you through it, walk you through what I've done. So you draw your circle, and then around about here you just come down for the head and it sort of pivots inwards. Just like that. And it helps with the circle if you draw it slightly to the shape of the head shape you're going to do. And in this case it's slightly oval, because Kisara has quite a long sort of thin face. So there we go. And then you just draw across through the middle of the face. And then cross through the middle here. And always make sure the cross that goes through the middle is above where the line pivots inwards here. So, and on top of the cross, just draw in the eyes. And draw lightly, especially with Kisara, because, you know, she has a lot of hair and a lot of it covers her eyes, so you'll have to be rubbing it out a bit later. And with Kisara, you know, it's common on manga for girls to have sort of round, circular eyes, sort of very large eyes, but Kisara, to get that instant look, she has quite boxed in sort of thin eyes. And with the iris, just draw it as round as you can, but don't have it like a whole circle. Always have it being submerged by the top and the bottom lash slightly, because that's a good way to achieve that sort of shy, innocent kind of look. So her eye just sort of comes in like that, in a slight curve, only really subtle, not like a huge curve. And then it just sort of comes down like that. Just draw a little mark coming down there. And then draw a line behind that mark. Then on this side, just let it curve down. And then draw the bottom again in a slightly, really subtle curve. And then draw in the iris. There we go. And then her nose. See with the head here, it will probably be changed, so don't worry if you don't get it right straight away, because she has long flowing hair, and when you do that it's actually easier to get the head the right shape. So once we've drawn the hair, we'll probably mess around with the head shape a bit, so don't worry, it will probably be changing, so don't worry if you don't get it first time. But if you don't need to change it, then that's great, but just leave it the way it is. But you know, you can play around with it, and until you're happy with it, then that's fine. Okay, so her nose. Her nose just comes down from this eye and just like a small V on its side at the bottom. Because she's facing us, there'll be a shadow on that nose, so just shade it in. There we go. And then draw in her mouth. And her mouth will just be a little circle. You know, you see that on characters like Bakura and all, because it looks really innocent, just a small circle as the mouth. Or circle, oval type thing. And just drawing the chin. And just mess around with the mouth till you get it right. You know, it can be difficult sometimes, as you know, because I'm messing it up here, so... You know, I think what I'm doing wrong is I'm doing it too close to the nose. So I'm just going to move it down a little bit. Okay, so there we go. So, now for the detailing on the eyes, zoom back in. If you just draw what's going to be a highlight, sort of just off the middle point, and then draw triangular highlight coming from that. And then just below, draw in her pupil. You know, her pupils are like quite submerged by all these highlights in her eyes, and if you want you can just draw another one. If you want her to look really innocent. And then you just basically do the same thing on the other eye. There we go. Okay, so before we move along with the hair, I'm just going to do her shoulders. It's always best to do the shoulders before you do the hair. But remember, draw lightly, because we might be changing the face, so we might be changing the shoulders as well. And her neck, just draw it coming downwards like that. And then just that's the basic shape of the shoulder. Just do the same thing on the other side. Getting them even, of course. Getting them perfectly even can be sometimes quite difficult, so. So now with the hair, just write out the guides on the face, because I'll be keeping this pencil drawing because she has a lot of detail on her, so it'll take quite a while to go over it again in pen. Okay, so for the hair, just draw a sort of circle or half circle. On top of her head. And another thing, getting the hair in the right place. Just Keep doing it until you feel it's right. Especially with hair like this, it can be quite difficult to get correct. Or how you want it anyway. Okay, so that will be the top of her head. And then her fringe. You know, she has quite a lot of hair on her fringe. So, you see just here on her forehead, just start drawing a line going up her head, then come down. And then just draw a line. There we go, and that's the first strand on her hair. And then draw a thicker one next to that. So that'll be part of her fringe. And then just rub out the parts that the hair is submerging. And then again, just here, see where the line went up? Just draw another strand coming from that line. And keep this one fairly thin. And just draw another line. See here where the line ends? Just draw another line above that. And that will be the other part of the strand here. So just have that coming down, and I'm going to have this part about her shoulders. So they get thinner as it comes down. Here we go. So that's part of her fringe. Just draw another strand down here. So again, just rub out what the strands of hair are submerging.